guys get in here. But yeah, it's my first week with new truck, Peterbilt. I'm up here outside of Cleveland in a town called Euclid at this uh, something electric place. Gonna drive and oh, show you guys the side of it. I've got everything put away inside. Got a mess because I haven't decided where to put all my crap yet. A lot of it's going to wind up on that top bunk because this truck is actually a double bunk. It's pretty nice. White. I had that. The truck I had, they just got out of on Saturday morning, was a late model international. This is a 2025 Peterbilt 579 Epic. And I actually got a longer run than I usually get. Usually they're like 600 to 700 mile runs. This one's almost 1,300 miles. Picking up up here, going down to Oklahoma City. Let's climb in here. All right, mind the mess because I don't got everything put away. But leather seats, I put a rug down over the rubber mat. It's a little messy. There's stuff I got to figure out where I'm going to put. I got some stuff on the bed still. Made the bed. There's a double bunk up there, which I'm starting to put stuff up there. I got to figure out where to put my big box of seasonings. That back there in the corner, that's a box of seasonings. And pretty nice. Got my microwave right there. There's a spot right there. This is one of those top bunks that folds in half instead of just lifting up and going up like that, lifting up. It splits in half. Even the mattress is splits in half. You see there's the half. So that's pretty cool. Got a smaller fridge, but it's good enough for my needs. I got my freezer. This is called a Wolf Box, and it's been working pretty good for me. My wife bought this for me off Amazon, but it's kind of a mess right now because I haven't figured out where to put everything. In this little thing, I've got canned goods and stuff. Here's my Thai curry sauce. I'm going to put on some chicken at some point. And I'm still figuring out where to put everything. There's my coffee pot. And underneath here I got in this cabinet is a shelf. It's kind of a mess because I haven't got everything figured out yet. This is only like my second or third day on here. I bring a lot of crap on the truck, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to reduce some of the crap I have on this truck so that I'm not having so much stuff on here. I already reduced excuse me, some stuff, but I definitely gotta tone it down quite a bit. I'm just so used to being on a truck, or I'm going to be on the truck for weeks on end, and so I just kind of in that mind frame still, even after being here close to a year. Even after being here almost a year at Midwest Viking, in a couple months I'll have come about March or May is about when I came over here to Midwest Viking, and this has been a good company. And they're easy, they're really cool people. They're easy to get along with, easy to talk to. Don't really have any problems as long as you talk to them, and you're reasonable about stuff. They're reasonable about things, and communication is my favorite thing about this, because working for like places like CR England for the second time, and not being the job I thought it was going to be, what they told me it was going to be, being all drop and hook Anheuser-Busch runs, and then it wound up being a bunch of live loads of empty beer cans and taking those back and forth. At least they started to keep me busy a little bit. At least they did that. But I constantly had new people I had to get a hold of, and they weren't very easy to get a hold of. And so it was just um, not working there. And Bay and Bay would have worked out had there hadn't been some other situations, but main thing was the guy that was above the dispatchers or whoever that guy was, can't remember his name now, flat out lied to me about stuff and told me they can't figure out where we're at. They don't have the technology like most other companies. They can't tell where I'm at like most companies. They don't have that technology. Just like, come on, man. I've been doing this too long to be lied to like that. And that guy is just a friggin' idiot. I don't think he knew what he was talking about, and he's just trying to blow smoke up my butt or something. So, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not there anymore. I gave both those companies 4 months to show me that they were going to be a good deal. I've been here almost a year, so obviously it's working out, and it's working out very well. And for the couple of people that tried to tell me I was job hopping, I only tried 2 different jobs before I came here. It's not like I went to 7 or 8 or 9 different places. I only went to Bay and Bay. I had Alan Ritchie for several years, and then I had to find another job. I tried Bay and Bay, and then I came. That didn't work out after 4 months, so I went to CR England, and they were both pretty much right at 4 months apiece. And so 8 months that first year after I had to leave Alan Ritchie because of all that stuff going on with the U.S. mail and them dropping runs like crazy, and we all had to go find different jobs. And so this is working out pretty good. This will be a nice truck. Once I figure out where to keep everything, there's a lot more places to put stuff. It's just a matter of figuring out where do I want stuff, and then being honest with myself as to the crap that I really need to have on the truck and the stuff that's just too much and unnecessary, and stuff that I'm having on the truck that is I don't need and I don't even touch. So I've got to really be honest with myself about those items. And problem is, it's hard to, say, but I might need that someday. And be honest with myself, there's probably a lot of things that I'm bringing on the truck that I really don't need to bring on the truck, that I could reduce some of the weight on the front of the truck just by, and won't be by a whole lot of pounds, maybe by 100 pounds or so, but I mean, every little bit helps for scaling. But nothing's been too bad. But yeah, look at these mirrors on this Peterbilt. They just are the weirdest thing. Look how they kind of curve up and come up like that. I found that to be really weird. But I haven't driven a lot of Peterbilts in my day, but this is a pretty nice one. I gotta get this thing cleaned up because this is a brand new truck. I'm kind of almost embarrassed to have the mess, but I just haven't. When I get stopped again later, I'll look at some of the spaces again and try to figure out where I want to put stuff. I need to take I only have I think the only thing I have up there is my big duffel bag of sets of clothes. I always make sets. I like to take my clothes after I do laundry and make sets for on the truck, so that all I have to do is just get in there and grab a set which has the pants, the underwear, the socks, the t-shirt, if I'm going to wear a long sleeve shirt over top of it, or if I'm going to wear a different hoodie than the one that I'm wearing, and a different ball cap, I throw all that together and throw that in my shower bag. And so it's all ready. So I just have to grab my shower bag and head into the shower. So try to be prepared. And most of the time I'm pretty good about that. But to be honest, I think I'm bringing way too many clothes on that truck that I don't need this many clothes. Don't need 6 different jackets. I don't need all this stuff. But whatever. It is what it is. So hope everybody's doing good. Yep, my light's red, so I'm gonna start feeling them on the truck here soon. This will be my first live load with this truck. The only thing that I noticed about this truck that I don't like is it has the automatic shutdown, and I'm not able to override it. At least I haven't figured out how to. Normally you can set the cruise and bump up the idle, and that will override the sometimes, but I'll have to ask him about that, because I'm pretty sure that it's like most trucks, if it gets above 80 degrees or below 40, they'll usually stay running on their own. But I don't know that. I don't know how they have this set up, but this is a brand new truck. They got like I think they got like a small handful of trucks, like somewhere between 5 to 7 trucks, I think. I don't know the exact number, but they got a couple of white ones. They got some other colors. They got some burnt orange ones. I think I saw a brand new green one, but they got like a handful of Peterbilts that they got, and they're pretty nice trucks. So there we are. They're starting to load me. Wonder if this is going to be a real heavy load. And it's going all the way down to Oklahoma City. So between driving up here from North Jackson, Ohio, to here to just outside of Cleveland in a city called Euclid, for any of you that know the area or might be familiar, and then heading straight from here, I'm going at a direct angle down to Oklahoma City and going to the same company, hauling crap from this what's it called? It's called Lincoln Electric. So I'm picking up at this Lincoln Electric here in Euclid, Ohio, which is just outside of the north edge of Cleveland, and then I'm heading straight down to Oklahoma City. It's between 12 and 1,300 miles total trip, starting from where I dropped off last night, or that was actually 2 or 3 o'clock this morning, and then I took my 10, and then I drove up here. I had till like 10:30 or 10 or 10:30 to get up tonight to pick up this load, and then I'm supposed to be in Oklahoma City by 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. I've got a window of 7 to 11 a.m. to drop this off, and so I should be able to do that no problem. This truck goes faster. Most of the trucks at Midwest Viking go 72. This truck, I was topping out about 76 on flat ground. I thought it was 75, but then I saw it reach up to 76 miles per hour. I'm sure they're going to wind up changing that as time goes on, maybe. But they're also supposed to turn these cameras on so they actually speak to you. The cameras work. They're the same camera system that they had at Allen Ritchie, and those things are sensitive as all get out. And I've had co-drivers that it was yelling at them, telling them that they were distracted driving because they were squinting, kind of like I'm doing right now with my one eye. My boss Kenny at Alan Ritchie, I apparently, if he put on sunglasses, it would bark at him. Um, all kinds of stuff. It's just one of the strictest um, camera systems that I've ever had. But I figured out how to work around them at Alan Ritchie. And then when I went to Bay and Bay, it didn't talk to you, but it would beep and stuff. And if you're doing something, it was supposed to do like this Night Raider thing with these blue lights along the bottom of the camera thing there. And I only saw that like once or twice briefly when I had to do some hard braking when I was once when I was trying to dart across an intersection to make it through a light. It went off on me a little bit, and then one other time. Other than that, if it went off on me more than that, I'm not aware of it. Um, so anyway, this will be a nice truck. Just got to keep it clean. Got to figure out where to put all my crap. I've been driving a lot of newer vehicles lately wherever I go. I had brand new trucks at Sierra England. I had brand new trucks at Alan Ritchie. I had brand new trucks at Bay and Bay. I came here to Midwest Viking. I got an older late model International, drove it for a while, and now I'm driving this 2025 Peterbilt, and so this seems like a pretty nice truck. I'm just learning where all the buttons are at. The hazard lights is this button down here underneath the. I've never. This is a weird place. This is under the steering wheel, right by the door. Here's the door. There's the steering wheel right there. That is a weird place to put a hazard button. Usually they're somewhere right over, and usually they have that hazard button right over in this area. So still got to figure out a better plan for these cords. Maybe throw this over top here. I just got this little cord here. Come on. Yeah. So come on. Do. All right. So got the red light. All right. So there's that. Hopefully my phone stays there. But I'm ready to get back into the warmer months. We're getting there. It's warming up. And then we're supposed to get some snow again here this weekend, is what I heard. Here in the Midwest, somewhere like over in my area, I think. I don't know. I don't really worry about the weather too much because the stuff doesn't really bother me. I mean, I drive in some of the worst weather, and I myself don't get fazed by it. Yeah, I do get. I'm not as gung ho. I'm not nearly the aggressive driver I used to be. I've toned down quite a bit, and don't take nearly the amount of risks that I used to. But I say I still try to get after it, and I still do really good, and I'm still not likely to pull over unless they make me pull over, or like I almost was only willing to pull over. No, it doesn't. It has a bunk heater. You keep getting older trucks. Yeah, older. You know, there's somebody said sometimes those older trucks, can be better than the newer ones. It just depends on what you're talking about and what stuff you yourself appreciate more on a truck. But it's a nice truck. It's got a ladder that comes down. So like when I bring my girls on the truck, whether by themselves or together, um, obviously, even with the bunk net up there, I'm not going to let the girls be up there unless we're parked. But they're going to probably try, but um, I'm going to have to tell them that it's too dangerous to be up there, even with the bunk net. There's still too many risks involved when the truck is going down the road for anybody to be up on that top bunk. And I think that's illegal, even with even with the bunk net. That bunk net will be used to hold my excess stuff up there, and that's where I'm probably going to put some of this stuff, so I'm not sleeping with my stuff anymore. I've been sleeping with a lot of my crap. You got a 19 Freightliner. I like Freightliners. I've been driving Freightliners most of my career, but I'm starting to become more appreciative of the Kenworths and Peterbilts. And I would always tell people that I didn't really like the Kenworths and Peterbilts because I always thought about the narrow cabs up front, and then watching people having to open their doors to back up because they would lose their mirror and see nothing but trailer when they were trying to back up. And that's my biggest reasons for not liking Kenworths and Peterbilts. But having a truck that it has the regular size front cab, then yeah, they're cool trucks, and in some ways they're better. I've been finding them to be in some ways better than the Freightliners. I mean, I've been driving some pretty nice Freightliners the last several years, but I have to say I do have to admit that I like some of the things I've seen inside the Kenworths and Peterbilts almost better than the Freightliners that I have been driving. And as far as whether one drives smoother than the other, I didn't really notice that so much. I was told that the freight shakers, always drive rougher down the road, but all these newer trucks are going to drive nice until they get warped. Once they get broke in, they're going to start having issues, in their own individual issues. It doesn't matter what they are, whether they're a Peterbilt, Kenworth, or a friggin' Freightliner, or a Volvo, or whatever. All trucks, once they get broke in, they're going to start having their individual issues. They're going to start having their own kind of personality, per se. So it's just the way it is. Put you guys back up here so I can drink my coffee. They didn't tell me whether I had to go in to get my paperwork or if they'd bring it out to me. The light's still red, so I'm curious, is this going to be a heavy load? Because this is an electrical warehouse. I don't know what kind of electrical whatever it is, but that means it's potentially to be a very heavy load, or it has the potential to be a very light load, or maybe it'll be just a regular weight load, like 35 to 40,000 pounds. Who knows? But or is it going to be light enough that I don't have to scale it? You know. And now that I got a different truck, I got to see. I had gotten to know where I needed to put my tandems with that International to get the perfect distribution of weight, and I think it's going to be about the same with this truck. I don't know if this truck is any more heavy than that International or not. It might be, but I don't know. My last thing I scaled, yeah, they're out there. Volvos are out there. I really liked the Volvo that I had back when I was at CRST back in, what was that, 2012, 2013-ish. We had an 8-speed Volvo that had really nice interior, had the, it had actual drawers that pulled out, and then the perfect size drawers to put cans of food in, and then the perfect size drawer to put a whole bunch of seasonings and stuff in there, and plates and forks and stuff. I mean, it was perfect for putting all that, and then places to put your clothes and stuff, and then you had the top bunk to be able to store stuff on, and um, wasn't too bad. Now, I don't have a TV on this truck yet. My TV that was on the International is in my van. I've got to go find a mount that I can mount on this mount, because this has this little rinky dink. Oh, it's green. Real quick, then I'm gonna have to let you guys go because I gotta go see. But that is the mount I got, and it's right up against this wall here next to that window, and it's got those screws right there, screw holes right there. I've got the 4 mounting screws to go into the TV, but my TV is not going to fit up against this wall here. I got to find me, I want to get one of those mounts with a swinging arm on it and see if it'll attach to that. I'm going to take that plate off and take it with me into the store and look for a mount that will mount to that, so I can have my TV and just swing it over that way. So anyway, it looks like I got the green light. I don't know if I'm supposed to go into there to get the paperwork or if they're bringing it out to me. I don't remember them telling me for sure. Maybe they did. I don't remember. I couldn't understand that guy very well. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming by and catching me live. And for those of you catching this on the replay, I appreciate you coming by and watching the video. I'm planning on doing some recorded videos. It's just getting into that frame of mind again and coming up with some better ideas for videos. But I'm going to do a video and I'm going to show you what the truck looked like that I was in, and then show you this with my GoPro, especially after I get everything put away. And I'll show you where I've decided to put things, make things look nice, because right now everything's kind of cluttery. I just kind of got places and places to so not everything's falling all over itself while I drive down the bumpy roads and stuff. All right, catch you guys next video. Later.